I woke up that morning believing, hoping, that life was finally settling back into place. The sunlight felt warm on my face, and for a moment, I let myself pretend everything was normal. Daniel leaned over, kissed my cheek and whispered, "Have a good day." His voice was soft, familiar, full of the tenderness I had always taken for granted. I whispered something back, something meaningless, something I can't even remember now. I just remember thinking, it's okay. It's over. He'll never know. We can be happy again. I had convinced myself of that lie so many times it almost felt true. After breakfast, I went to the bedroom to get dressed. I opened the closet door and my heart stopped. His clothes were gone. Not all of them, but most. Enough that the absence hit me like a physical blow. Empty hangers swung slightly as if mocking me. I blinked hard, telling myself I was imagining it. That he must have taken things to the dry cleaner. That there had to be some explanation. But dread was already crawling up my spine. I rushed to the bathroom. His toothbrush was gone. His razor. His cologne. The counter looked wrong, too neat, too empty. My hands shook. My breath came in short, sharp bursts. Then I saw it. A folded piece of paper on his pillow. I knew before I even touched it. I knew in that deep, sickening way you know a nightmare is real. My fingers trembled as I opened it. "Emily, I know about your affair." The room tilted. My stomach dropped so violently I thought I might throw up. "I've known for a while. I kept hoping you would tell me yourself. I kept waiting for you to look me in the eyes and be honest." My vision blurred. Tears welled up instantly. "I don't understand how you could say you loved me while sneaking away to be with someone else. I saw the texts. I saw the things you said about me. I saw how you compared me to him. I saw you telling him how much you liked him." A sob tore out of me. I pressed a hand to my mouth, but it didn't stop the sound. It broke me. I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe that the person I trusted most could do this. I sank onto the bed, the letter shaking in my hands. I wanted to scream at you. I wanted to go find him and punch him. But none of that would fix anything. None of it would make this hurt any less. So I'm leaving. I'm changing my number. Don't try to contact me. I can't stay here and pretend anymore. I can't look at you and wonder why I wasn't enough. Goodbye, Daniel. The letter slipped from my fingers and fluttered to the floor. I folded in on myself and cried harder than I ever had in my life. It wasn't just sadness. It was guilt, shame, regret so sharp it felt like it was cutting me open from the inside. I had told myself he would never find out. I had told myself that ending the affair erased the betrayal. I had told myself we could go back to normal. But lies don't disappear, and when someone finds out it's worse. I grabbed my phone and dialed his number. Straight to voicemail. I tried again. And again. Each time the same cold, empty click. "Please," I whispered into the silence. "Please, Daniel, just talk to me." I called his work next, desperate. "Hi, this is Emily. I'm trying to reach Daniel. Is he there?" Pause. A soft, careful voice. "Oh, he quit this morning. Said he was leaving town." I hung up before I started crying again. He was gone. Really gone. Not just from the apartment, he had walked away from his job, his routine, his life here. Because of me. Because of what I did. I curled up on the bed and cried until my throat burned and my eyes felt raw. The days blurred together after that. I moved through them like a ghost. I barely ate. I barely slept. Every corner of the apartment reminded me of him. The kitchen where he used to hum while making coffee. The couch where he'd pull me into his arms. The hallway where he'd catch me from behind and kiss my neck. I kept expecting to hear his keys in the door. I kept imagining him walking in, tired from work, smiling at me like he always did. But the silence never broke. My friends tried at first. They asked what happened. When I told them, when I admitted the truth, their faces changed. Not with anger, but with disappointment so deep it felt like another wound. They had loved him. Everyone had. He was kind, patient, steady. He adored me. He treated me like I was the center of his world. And I betrayed him. They didn't cut me off completely, but the distance grew. Invitations stopped. Messages slowed. I couldn't blame them. I barely wanted to look at myself either. Nights were the worst. I lay awake replaying everything, every lie, every excuse, every moment I could have stopped myself but didn't. I remembered the affair, the thrill of it, the attention, the validation. At the time it felt exciting. I told myself I deserved it. I told myself it didn't mean anything. But now looking back, it all seems so small. So stupid. so meaningless compared to what I had lost. I would have given anything to go back. To choose differently. To be honest. To be loyal. To be the woman Daniel believed I was. But regret doesn't change the past. It only eats you alive. One evening, weeks later, I found myself sitting on the bedroom floor, holding his letter again. The paper was worn from how many times I had unfolded it. I traced the lines of his handwriting with my fingertip. "I'm sorry," I whispered. "I'm so sorry, Daniel. You didn't deserve any of this." My voice cracked. "I loved you. I still love you. I messed up. I messed up so badly." The words dissolved into tears. I pressed the letter to my chest and curled in on myself, letting the grief wash over me. It wasn't just sadness. It was the crushing realization that some mistakes can't be undone. That some people once broken don't come back. I had ruined the best thing in my life. Not because I didn't love him, but because I didn't value him the way he deserved. Because I was selfish. Because I was careless with a heart that trusted me completely. And now I had to live with that. Every day. Every night. Every time I looked at the empty closet or the bare bathroom counter or the pillow where his head used to rest. I didn't know where he had gone. I didn't know if he would ever forgive me. I didn't know if he would ever think of me again. But I knew one thing with painful clarity. I would never forgive myself. Not for this. Not for losing him. Not for breaking the man who loved me more than anyone ever had.